The Amish have unique and creative methods for keeping food cold and preserving it, despite their limited use of modern appliances and reliance on electricity from public utilities. Their methods reflect self-reliance, resourcefulness, and respect for traditional ways of living. Here's an in-depth look at some of the ways Amish families keep their food cold. Propane refrigerators. The Amish use propane refrigerators to keep their food cold while adhering to their traditional lifestyle, which often includes avoiding electricity. These refrigerators operate on propane gas, providing a reliable and efficient cooling solution. Propane refrigerators work by using a gas flame to heat a solution containing ammonia, water, and hydrogen gas. This heat causes the ammonia to evaporate, creating a cooling effect as it condenses back into a liquid and absorbs heat from the refrigerator's interior. To use these refrigerators, the Amish connect them to a propane tank, which fuels the refrigeration process. The refrigerators are typically smaller than standard electric models, but they are designed to be energy efficient and capable of maintaining consistent temperatures to keep food fresh. This allows the Amish to store perishable items like dairy products, meats, and vegetables without relying on the electrical grid. Propane refrigerators offer a practical and effective solution for the Amish, enabling them to maintain their way of life while ensuring their food stays safe and preserved. This method demonstrates the Amish's adaptability and resourcefulness in balancing tradition with the practical needs of daily life. Ice houses. The Amish effectively use ice houses to keep their food cold without modern refrigeration. This process begins during the winter months when community members harvest large blocks of ice from frozen ponds or lakes. These blocks are cut into manageable sizes using saws and other tools, and then transported to the ice house, often with the help of horses and sleds. The design of an ice house is crucial for its functionality. Typically built partially underground or with thick, well-insulated walls, ice houses take advantage of the Earth's natural insulation properties. The walls are lined with materials like straw, sawdust, or wood shavings, which help to maintain a low temperature inside the structure. This insulation is essential for slowing the melting process of the ice, allowing it to last through the warmer months. Inside the ice house, the ice blocks are carefully stacked in layers, separated by additional insulating materials. This layering not only prevents the ice blocks from sticking together, but also adds extra insulation. The roof and doors of the ice house are similarly insulated to minimize heat entry. Throughout the year, Amish families access the stored ice to use in ice boxes, which are essentially non-electric refrigerators. These ice boxes rely on the cold from the ice blocks to maintain a low temperature, keeping perishable food items such as dairy products, meats, and vegetables fresh without electricity. Regular maintenance of the ice house, including adding more insulating material when necessary, helps to ensure that the ice remains frozen for as long as possible. The communal aspect of ice harvesting and storage strengthens social bonds and reinforces traditional practices within Amish communities. This method showcases the Amish commitment to sustainability and resourcefulness, demonstrating how they maintain their lifestyle values despite the challenges of modernity. By leveraging natural resources and traditional knowledge, the Amish effectively preserve their food throughout the year without the need for modern refrigeration technology. Spring houses. The Amish use spring houses to keep food cold by leveraging the natural cooling properties of spring water. Spring houses are small structures built over a natural spring, which provides a constant flow of cool water. The cool water from the spring helps to maintain a low temperature inside the spring house, creating an ideal environment for storing perishable food items such as milk, butter, cheese, and vegetables. The constant flow of cool water helps to prevent the growth of bacteria and keeps the food fresh for extended periods. Additionally, the structure of the spring house, often made of stone or brick, provides insulation and helps to maintain the cool temperature. This traditional method allows the Amish to preserve their food without relying on modern refrigeration technology, while also staying true to their values of sustainability and simplicity. Cold cellars. The Amish use cold cellars to keep food fresh by leveraging the natural cooling properties of the earth. These cellars are typically built underground or partially underground, taking advantage of the stable, cool temperatures below the surface. The structure of a cold cellar is designed to insulate and maintain a consistent temperature, usually between 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, which is ideal for preserving various types of food. Inside the cold cellar, shelves and bins are used to store vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and beets, as well as fruits, canned goods, and even dairy products in some cases. The cool, humid environment helps prevent the food from drying out and slows the growth of bacteria, thereby extending the shelf life of perishables. Proper ventilation is also crucial to prevent mold and maintain air quality. So many cold cellars are designed with vents that allow cool air to enter and warm air to exit, creating a natural airflow. This method of food preservation is sustainable and efficient, allowing the Amish to maintain their traditional lifestyle without relying on modern refrigeration technology. By utilizing cold cellars, they are able to keep their food fresh throughout the year, regardless of the season. Iceboxes. The Amish use iceboxes as a traditional method to keep food cold without relying on electricity. An icebox is essentially a non-electric refrigerator that uses blocks of ice to maintain a cool temperature inside the storage compartment. To use an icebox, Amish families typically place a large block of ice in a designated compartment at the top or side of the icebox. This ice gradually melts, but as it does, it cools the air inside the icebox, which helps to keep perishable food items such as dairy products, meats, and vegetables fresh. The iceboxes are designed with insulation materials like cork, sawdust, or straw to help maintain the cold temperature for as long as possible. The melted ice water is collected in a drip tray or pan located at the bottom of the icebox, which needs to be emptied regularly. To obtain the ice, Amish communities often rely on ice houses, where large blocks of ice are harvested during the winter from frozen ponds and stored with insulation to last throughout the warmer months. By using ice boxes, the Amish are able to preserve their food effectively while adhering to their values of simplicity and self-sufficiency, avoiding the use of modern electrical appliances. This method showcases their resourcefulness and commitment to traditional ways of living. *** community ice delivery and shared freezers ***. The Amish community employs a traditional method of keeping food cold through community ice delivery and shared freezers. This approach relies on the cooperation and shared resources within the community. Large blocks of ice are harvested during the winter months from frozen ponds and lakes. These blocks are stored in well-insulated ice houses, which maintain the ice throughout the year. Community members regularly deliver ice blocks to each household using horse-drawn wagons. These ice blocks are then used in ice boxes, which are essentially non-electric refrigerators. The ice boxes are designed to keep perishable food items, such as dairy products, meats, and vegetables fresh by using the ice blocks to maintain a cool temperature. The melted ice water is collected in a drip tray or pan, which needs to be emptied regularly. In some communities, shared freezers are also utilized. These freezers are often powered by propane or other alternative energy sources, allowing families to store frozen goods without relying on electricity. The shared freezers are typically located in central locations within the community, making it convenient for families to access their stored food. This system of community ice delivery and shared freezers not only helps preserve food, but also reinforces the values of cooperation, self-sufficiency, and sustainability within the Amish community. By working together and sharing resources, the Amish are able to maintain their traditional way of life while effectively managing their food preservation needs. Canning and drying as alternatives to refrigeration. The Amish rely on canning and drying as effective alternatives to refrigeration for preserving food. Canning involves processing food in jars at high temperatures to kill bacteria and seal out air, which prevents spoilage. Fruits, vegetables, meats, and sauces are common items that the Amish can, allowing them to store these foods safely for long periods without refrigeration. Drying is another traditional method used by the Amish. They dry fruits, vegetables, herbs, and even meats by removing moisture, which inhibits the growth of bacteria and mold. This can be done using dehydrators, but the Amish often sun-dry their food or use drying racks indoors. These methods ensure that food remains edible and nutritious throughout the year. By utilizing these time-tested techniques, the Amish can maintain their self-sufficient lifestyle and preserve food effectively without relying on modern refrigeration. It's all about resourcefulness and respecting the rhythms of nature. Propane or kerosene freezers. The Amish use propane or kerosene freezers to keep food cold without relying on electricity. These freezers operate on alternative energy sources, allowing the Amish to preserve their food while adhering to their traditional lifestyle. Propane or kerosene freezers work by burning the fuel to generate heat, which is then used to create a cooling effect through a process known as absorption refrigeration. The heat causes a chemical reaction that circulates a refrigerant, typically ammonia, through the system, producing cold temperatures inside the freezer. To use these freezers, the Amish connect them to a propane or kerosene tank, which fuels the refrigeration process. These freezers are designed to be efficient and maintain consistent low temperatures, making them ideal for storing perishable items such as meats, dairy products, and vegetables. The use of propane or kerosene freezers allows the Amish to keep their food fresh for extended periods, ensuring they have access to safe and preserved food throughout the year. This method reflects the Amish community's ingenuity and resourcefulness in balancing tradition with the practical needs of daily life. Hydraulic and pneumatic refrigeration systems. The Amish have ingeniously adopted hydraulic and pneumatic refrigeration systems to keep their food cold while adhering to their traditional lifestyle that minimizes reliance on electricity. Hydraulic systems use water pressure generated by hydraulic motors to drive refrigeration units. This setup often involves a water wheel or similar mechanism that converts the kinetic energy of flowing water into mechanical energy. This energy then powers the refrigeration system, cooling the internal temperature without the need for electrical power. Similarly, pneumatic systems use compressed air to achieve the cooling effect. Compressed air, generated by air pumps, is used to power refrigeration units. These units use the pressure differential to produce cooling, enabling the storage of perishable items like dairy products, meats, and vegetables. By utilizing natural resources and mechanical ingenuity, the Amish are able to preserve their food effectively while maintaining their commitment to a simpler, electricity-free way of life. This approach reflects their resourcefulness and dedication to sustainability, integrating traditional methods with innovative solutions to meet their needs. Wine-powered or solar refrigeration. The Amish use wine-powered and solar refrigeration systems to keep their food cold while adhering to their traditional lifestyle, which often limits the use of conventional electricity. Wine-powered refrigeration involves using wind turbines to generate mechanical energy, which is then converted into electrical energy to power refrigeration units. These turbines capture wind energy, turning it into electricity that can run compressors and cooling systems, keeping perishable food items like dairy, meat, and vegetables fresh. Similarly, solar refrigeration relies on solar panels to convert sunlight into electricity. The solar panels generate direct current DC electricity, which is used to power the refrigeration system. This system typically includes solar batteries to store excess energy, ensuring a continuous power supply even during cloudy days or nighttime. The stored energy helps maintain consistent cooling and prevents food spoilage. Both wine-powered and solar refrigeration systems allow the Amish to leverage renewable energy sources, aligning with their values of sustainability and self-sufficiency. By adopting these environmentally friendly technologies, they can preserve food effectively without relying on the electrical grid, thus maintaining their commitment to a simpler, more traditional way of life. This approach showcases the Amish community's resourcefulness in integrating modern innovations with their timeless principles. ##***. The result and impact of these methods ****. These methods demonstrate the Amish community's adaptability and creativity in food storage. While these practices require a significant amount of labor and resourcefulness, They reflect core Amish values, including independence from modern society, commitment to a simpler lifestyle, and a close connection to the natural environment. Additionally, by preserving food in traditional ways, the Amish reduce their reliance on modern utilities and maintain a sustainable approach to everyday living. The Amish approach to food preservation also highlights their resilience and willingness to adapt while holding to their principles. These practices not only meet practical needs, but also strengthen community bonds, as food storage and preservation often involve group cooperation, shared resources, and traditional knowledge passed down through generations.